Racing. More salt needed is midfield. Contemporaneous gets across them here from Behemoth, and coming across quickly was Shin Zigzag to second. More salt needed is fourth at the moment. Just parked in front of it would have been Trojan Troy. Round the outside then to Where's Shiraz. Getting well back in the piece then Dark Fairy Tales, Behemoth and Icons run off the track. Up to the corner comes Contemporaneous and might not be caught. Trojan Troy trying to track it down. Chasing them was Shin Zigzag and running home very quickly. Where's Shiraz? Down to the line Contemporaneous. Where's Shiraz dashed a second. Eye catcher. Trojan Troy third. Then Shin Zigzag is followed across by Behemoth. Beside that, More Salt Needed never really kicked on at all. And well back then to Dark Fairy Tales, and last of all was Icon. Contemporaneous was the one that jumped best today, got across them and floored them, won well. Eye-catching run, the second dog, Where's Shiraz, really kicking home strongly over the concluding stages, and Trojan Troy bags another minor placing. The 5 wasn't quick out today, was midfield, and Contemporaneous accelerated to the lead with Shin Zigzag chasing it across. Trojan Troy pushing past More Salt Needed, who just looked a bit awkward for a stride or two there. For Empty Bank, and we'll watch a kick from the outside. Round comes the bunny. She hasn't been especially quick out so far, just about set. And they race, and Empty Bank is very slow. Caesar Win was even slower. Getting out quite nicely off the inside was Excessive Speed. Some Jeans was there and then fell Some Jeans. Running into second here would have been Kez. They'd be followed back behind them by Go Manini. Further back then to Caesar Win recovering. Empty Bank can't win. Missy Sloy can't either. And Nork and Belcado and Some Jeans had fallen. Up comes Kez. He'll get an overdue win here. Runs on to score. Tight second and third. Go Manini or Excessive Speed. Not much between them. Caesar Win ran on. Then Empty Bank and Missy Sloy out wide, and further back to Belcado, and Some Jeans came to grief across the top. Well, Empty Bank. Bank is empty if you empty it out on her. She missed the kick, which hasn't been unusual thus far. Katoomba the favourite, the inside set. Racing Katoomba, not too badly away, but bounding straight to the lead there was a Rebel Joe, and coming after it quickly was Not Bad, and Cassim Parks up in behind them. King Selection's wide, but struggling to get around Opawa J, who pushes through. Katoomba back midfield. Couple out the back here as they swing the corner. They are Vinnie Baxter, White Legs. Up comes Not Bad. Cassim down the outside. Back and behind these runners then to Opawa J, and closer in Rebel Joe. Not Bad scores well. From Cassim second, Opawa J third, and holding on there for fourth would have been Rebel Joe. Katoomba beside that, then King Selection, and the last pair were Vinnie Baxter and White Legs. Just got a wee bit about her. I think Not Bad. She's not big, and she's racing especially well at Manawa 2 here, and she hasn't really put in a bad one that I can think of in 8 starts thus far. Rebel Joe bounded to the lead, but Not Bad got into it quickly, and then Cassim parked up the inside as well. Just halted momentum for a stride or two there. Katoomba never really got off the lids that well. Power J got out underneath it, racing across the top. King Selection. Underway, Time to Find a fair break. Homebush Annabelle goes to the front. Time to Find works up the inside. Up and around the outside to She's a Fallen with big strides to match the leaders. Dogged Dan's getting a run through. Yes, he will try to track through on the inside. 1 or 2 are wide. Cool Air is, but starting to run into it. Come on, Mickey's very wide, and 10-11 back at the tail. Up comes Time to Find. Trying hard here as She's a Fallen, and closer in there to Yes He Will. Time to Find scores She's a Fallen, then Yes He Will. Dogged Dan got to fourth. Cool Air out wider. Closer into Homebush Annabelle, weakening on her run, and further back to 10-11 and Come On Mickey. So Leanne Bell gets an early win with Time to Find. Jumped out quite nicely. Homebush Annabelle showed the early speed. She's just a wee thing, isn't she? And she leapt very well today, but she got swallowed up by the bigger dogs. And Time to Find got underneath her reasonably quickly, and She's a Fool and showed good speed around the outside to match up with the pace here at this point too. And then I started calling the dogs on the inside. I thought they were going to come right into it, Dogged Dan especially, and Yes He Will, and I guess they did. The other dogs were out wider, and I thought Cool Air might run on a bit from there. Does it get on heels or anything? No, maybe not, but And racing Caesar Chance, okay, out okay. Dalek Khan showed up early. Big Time Chip gets across the lead there from Caesar Chance. Over on the outside then, It's a Dog's nice and handy. They'd be followed then by Lost and Lights, Found the Rail. Dalek Khan was next. The others are in a gap. Well back coming to the corner would have been Sheldon Baxter. Back with that too was Mick Mania, and Green's a mile from them. Caesar Chance gets over the top with Big Time Chip. Lost and Light finishing well. Caesar Chance, Lost and Light, Big Time Chip. Followed across by It's a Doll. Better run for fourth, then Dalek Khan. Behind these runners then, we would have had Sheldon Baxter. Mick Mania never in the hunt, and Green was always a long way behind them. Caesar Chance taking out race number 5. Big Time Chip showed the early pace. Caesar Chance posied up nicely in behind and looked pretty much in control from there. Dalek Khan showed up early. Big Time Chip got across. And also It's a Doll showing a bit of early speed too, and then Lost and Light finds the rail and really starts to run hard there as they come up towards the corner. Racing, Orange hops out quite nicely there with Bitcoin, B Rabbit, and Dolly Peg makes a line of 4. Shagga Banga Bang tries to get a run through and does too, finds the rail. Out wider on the track to Rebel Khan, and Emma Marie drops back to last. Orange the one to catch though on the corner. Shagga Banga Bang runs through the inside. B Rabbit out wider, closer in then to Bitcoin, Dolly Peg. Up they come, Orange getting close. Shagga Banga Bang, Orange, Shagga Banga Bang. Just third, I think, Bitcoin ahead of B Rabbit. Throw a blanket over the lot though. And back and behind them, not too far away, Rebel Khan, Dolly Peg, Emma Marie. Good race. Video Watchdog's done it. Held on, and I thought Shagga Banga Bang was actually getting close enough to do the business, and Orange dug deep. Highs and lows of racing there for Stephen Ma. Little sister pulled up sore in the previous. Gets the win here. Jumped well, 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that across the track early on. Dolly Peg got checked and Shagga Banga Bang found the rail. I thought it might be curtains for the leader here, who was travelling really well, and then halfway down I thought Shagga Banga Bang was getting close enough to score. Just about set. Racing, Blue and Curly, not the quickest away, but he starts to accelerate forward. He crosses them now. Zipping Tay gets across to second, about 3 lengths back, so that could be interesting. Go Fern Go gets to third. They'll be followed around then by Nonu Boom. Around that would have been Flying Blake up to the corner, further back then to Stiff Drink. Run Junior Run in the straight. Blue and Curly too fast. Zipping Tay holding down second. Go Fern Go down the outside, further back to Nonu Boom. Blue and Curly easily from Zipping Tay. Go Fern Go, Nonu Boom procession this. And back and behind those runners then we would have had Flying Blake, Stiff Drink, and Run Junior Run was last. Time will be interesting today, Blue and Curly, but he wasn't as quick off the lids, but you could see him accelerate very, very quickly up and around the outside and got to the lead. And Zipping Tay had her chance today because she got through that pack as well, landed up in second spot, but she was just no match at all for Blue and Curly, with Go Fern Go going a nice race and starting to close up that gap a wee bit. Set to break in the 8th. Nearly there. Racing. Cold Turkey got out nicely. Ostapchuk in the early party, and so too there is Graduation. They'll be followed then sneaking through on the inside. Mammy Brown, and just hitting that off into the first bend. Opawa Wally to take the lead. And trying to get through was Way Too Crude. Starts to run through the inside. It's going to run right through to the lead here as they come up to the corner. Opawa Tokens got back. Race of Changing Fortunes. Way Too Crude in front. Opawa Wally over on the outside. Graduation out wider, and Big Time Jet coming at them late. Way Too Crude wins again. Getting to second, Graduation. Then it was tied Opawa Wally, or coming at it was Big Time Jet, and they'd be followed back and behind those runners then by Ostapchuk. Mammy Brown never really a winning chance. Cold Turkey back with them when they crossed an Opawa Token. Way Too Crude got a dream run through on the inside and has put them off by the time, put paid to them by the time we pick up this replay here. But there was a good early battle, and the head-on might tell a few stories here, but Way Too Crude ended up getting the run at the right time and bolted away to score. Graduation over the top for second. Then tied Opawa Wally, looks to have held from Big Time Jet, who was close up. there. And a racing, and Individual Lily came out midfield only here. Talk It Over's out reasonably well. Charming Nev trying to push to the lead. Over on the outside then, but getting pushed wide was Ever So Hopeful. Talk It Over gets the run up along the inside. Coming into it now, Individual Lily, but a wee bit wide. Back in behind these runners then, Lady Annabella. And Hansa starts the run between runners too. Down they come. Talk It Over. Out wide, Charming Nev. Welcome back, Nev. Charming Nev wins from Talk It Over. And into third, and Hansa, then Lady Annabella, Individual Lily. Ever So Hopeful. And back behind those runners, Chemically Free, Wisecrack Lad, not in it today. Charming Nev. He got out well, and I was going to call him pushing to the front here, but the two Chemically Free was holding for a while. Thought he might get into trouble. In the end, Ever So Hopeful ended up on the outside there and getting shoved a little bit. And a racing. Pop Some Tags comes out fairly well. You know Allegro to lead. Pop Some Tags goes up quickly. Arusa around the outside. Thrill on the inside. Then we've got Isabel Domain. Followed back in the pack by Cosmic Fury. Well back on the race then to Bolt Rama. Red Mover Hoover rails and Colby Ralph is last, and Pop Some Tags is off and gone. Giving chase here is Arusa. Driving hard the inside, Cosmic Fury, and further back to Bolt Rama. Pop Some Tags in again. Cosmic Fury gets the second. Arusa a nice run. Bolt Rama was fourth. Colby Ralph got going very late in the piece with Red Mover Hoover. And back behind those runners, you know Allegro, Isabel Domain. Let's find out the set. Racing. Only Fair Ruth's Raider. Taikaria Lass hops out pretty well. Going hard early there would have been Zamatis Lass to drive towards the lead, and up and around the outside quite quickly there was Sarah Campbell and Dipsy Lala driving between runners too. They'd be followed back in the pack then by Opawa Romeo getting into the race. Further back in the field then Ruth's Raider's got a long way back and trying to run on now. Back on the inside of that then we've got Taikaria Lass. Seconds good. Up they come. In front, Seconds good. Right down the outside's got to the lead. Lunging late, Zamatis Lass. Seconds good, Zamatis Lass. And they'd be followed over then, just tucked in behind them by Sarah Campbell. And close up behind those runners then we would have had Ruth's Raider getting home fairly well, then Taikaria Lass closer in. Time for Watwell back in the piece, so too Dipsy Lala when they crossed. Seconds good, driving to the lead here, and then coming hard the inside Sarah Campbell. Zamatis Lass not giving it away. Ruth's Raider winding up late, but Seconds good, a maiden winner 2 starts back, has done the job here for Marie Gowan. Scores well. Zamatis Lass game and defeat. Sarah Campbell another minor placing, and then Ruth's Raider the next best in. Having a look at them from the head on here. And they race. Algeta just a fair break. Lulu Blue the same, but drives up hard the inside. Here's nice and handy. Varga Frost's up and around the outside, and between runners too would have been Tina's Dilemma going towards that first bend. Back in the field, that's King Cops a check, trying to get around that El Pinador, and K Rhodes well back up to the corner. Here's in front here. Algeta giving chase over on the outside. Varga Frost a wee bit closer in, further back then to Lulu Blue. Others headed in by El Pinador. Here. Unbelievably scores well. Varga Frost second, Algeta third. Then Lulu Blue next to go by El Pinador. That'd be followed back in the piece by Tina's Dilemma. And the last couple, that's King and K Road. Here was 2 from 76 prior to last week. wins a Class 1 in a good time, steps up into a Class 3 race and just puts them away, and a good Class 3 race too. The dog that's run third here will run Class 4 next time. Here. Back-to-back wins for a dog that have won 2 from 76. A huge rise in class for him today, and just proving last week no fluke whatsoever. He has put them away.